Peace and love to the divine ones. I trust all is well with you. To my subscribers here on YouTube, I know it's been a minute. All of my focus has been on Patreon, so that's why I haven't been, doing readings on here lately. But to any newcomers, my name is Brittany Madison, and this is Divinely Guided Readings. This reading is actually a special request for the public. This reading is all about the Mother's Day event in Philly, all right? From what I'm aware of, the purpose of this event is to bring awareness to the restoration of the matriarch, the rising of the matriarch, and a call for all of the tribes to unify in support of uplifting this energy. Okay, that's from what I am aware of. Okay, I don't be on social media like that much anymore, so bear with me. But the intention is to allow spirit to shed light on the overall energy, anything that we need to be aware of, so on and so forth. Really, this is a general reading, so I'm just flowing and allowing spirit to speak. Okay, and if any questions come to mind as I'm channeling, then I'll ask and we'll see what's coming out. All right. So after shuffling and cutting, here is all tied up. Okay. Card 23. And immediately I'm seeing a binding. And to be clear right now, what spirit is having me to focus on with this deck is, I've never said this before, but I kept hearing the energetic signature, the energy signature. So let's see. Angel of Love. Okay, so I'm seeing balance here. At the bottom of the deck is the thinking man, and at the top is the thinking woman. So we have masculine and feminine energy on one accord. There's a spirit of love circulating, moving around this event. I keep hearing blossoming, like this is a blossoming energy. If you reduce 49, you get 13, which we all know is a sacred number. And if we break that down to a single digit, we get 4, which speaks on direction, foundation. So a grounding of the divine feminine energy. I feel like with me hearing energy signature, I feel like this is the signature that is being stamped. You know how sometimes someone will, like, say you're having a get together, right? And someone enters that space and they raise the frequency, right? The energy intensifies in a positive way. Things get brighter, hearts get lighter, there's more laughter, smiles, and once that person leaves, you still feel their presence. That's what I'm saying here, okay? When I talk about an energy signature, stamping that energy. Spirit is saying those of you who can go, go. If you can't go for whatever reason, don't stress yourself about it, okay? There's ways to be present at a distance. I feel like because the thinking man and thinking woman speaks on understanding, gaining clarity on a situation. But when I look at these cards, it's as if the man is inquiring something, like he's searching for the answer, whereas the woman here, she knows the answer. So because I'm connecting the whole binding thing with this energy here. And it's as if this is so powerful. The frequency of love is so powerful that it can be binding, right? Locking anything that is not in alignment with this, locking it in place, making it unable to move. Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. Now the Merkaba is like the chariot. And I brought up direction, so this angel of love, spirit of love, has the reins. Palladian activation, a lot of activations that's standing out. It says coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Palladian is also known as the Seven Sisters. Okay, and at the bottom is sword of light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. Okay. So what, I have to speak on this really quickly. So with this sword of light, it's taking me back to all tied up, right? And how I said this energy, this frequency can be binding. It is binding something that's not in alignment, okay? What needs to be set free is being set free. Those who are truly in support of the rising of the matriarchs are protected. It's this love that's bringing the divine ones together, creating harmony, okay? I feel like there's going to be, where there may have been misunderstandings, whether it's between the men and the women, or, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Any misunderstandings between a man and a woman, or the men and the women, there's going to be clarity, a breakthrough in understanding there, okay? Like there's healing here. There's opportunity to heal. Yeah. Here's the understanding. Temple of truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. The gates are open and the truth is flooding in. But it's not coming from a place of anger or resentment. It's coming from a place of love. Yeah. Anunnaki light codes here. It says energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. There's a gentleness that's here. That's what I'm saying when I say it's not coming from a place, this truth isn't coming from a place of anger or anything on that level. It's coming from a place of love. It's coming straight from source. So, if any of you have had any questions, any uncertainty or anything like that, Spirit is saying to have an open mind, okay? Because what is here right now, if there was anything that is out of order, misaligned, it will get bound, okay? It will experience a binding. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to read the Palladian activation. It says Palladian energy is about coming together in peace and in harmony. You are blessed to receive this gateway, for it is a powerful message of assurance that whatever uncomfortable energy you are experiencing right now will soon be washed away. The Palladians are beings who live in complete honor of their planets and their people. They acknowledge that in seeing and connecting with one another, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. They also know the consequences of disrespecting others, and that's gratitude for that spirit. That's why I needed to read it, because that's what I'm saying. Like, if anyone has had any doubt or like, what is this about, or can whereas there's some who's like all for it, let's get it, let's go, let's unite. There's others who rightfully so have questions of like, I don't know, like, what's to this, what's the purpose, so on and so forth. And that's why I'm saying, like, Spirit is letting us know that we all need to have an open mind, an open heart, okay? Because there's opportunity here for inner, over, and understanding to happen. And if anything stands in the way of truth, if anything is misaligned, backhanded, anything of that nature, it will be shut down, okay? So again, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. They also know the consequences of disrespecting others. It's for this reason that this is no longer possible for them. If you are being challenged by loved ones now, aim to shift the dynamics of this relationship through a loving approach, gratitude spirit. The lesson you are facing at this time is an opportunity to heal old wounds and operate from a higher state of being. I love that. So I feel like there's going to be many people who are able to speak, okay? I keep hearing, don't judge a book by its cover. So if there's anyone who doesn't fit a narrative, I don't know how to say this, y'all bear with me, who doesn't fit, like the appearance doesn't fit the narrative, or doesn't suit you, the way that Grandmother Divine is moving in us, through us, you need to be attentive. You need to listen. That's not to say block out your intuition and to just go along with something you don't resonate with. But I really feel as if it's almost like I did a reading this week for the collective and I heard motherboard. So like circuit, a lot of movement is happening. Oh, and Spirit is saying if any of you are there and you have questions, ask. Okay? We don't get anywhere by assuming. You have an opportunity to gain clarity here. Repairing the veil. So this is speaking about forgiveness, okay? In the coming together, the harmony, right? And this is just validating what I said about having an open mind, an open heart, and listening. Because there's a big highlight on healing. Adaptability is here. Preparations come to fruition. Surrender. Okay, I was just telling a friend of mine that anytime we're talking about things of this nature, or anything in general, I'm someone who loves, needs, appreciates organization, okay? And I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck a tidy house, and it says clarity and organization. Just keep that in mind to the facilitators, the ones who organized this event, okay? Who is bringing the people together. Keep this in mind. Show that we can be organized, because that's the only way anyone who's been lost, anyone who doesn't get it, anyone who's been unaware, that's the only way you're going to reach them, okay? Is by being organized. It's having things together. It's like I'm presenting something, right? But I'm confused about it. I don't have everything in order. The energy that I needed to put into it, I didn't, right? But I'm trying to bring something forth to the masses, to the public. Anyone who's already been confused, who already doesn't get it, They're definitely not going to get it if I don't have my ducks in a row. You feel what I'm saying? Even with preparations come to fruition, the netcaster. Stay ready, be ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay? Bear with me, y'all. I'm hearing something, but I'm trying to get it out. It's like if the process, gratitude spirit, if the process of preparation is in order, we will witness the manifestation of that. I hope that makes sense because I hope I said it right, spirit. If the process of preparation is in order, we will witness the manifestation of that. So let's talk about repairing the veil. Spirit is saying the veil had to be split. This had to happen. What created this split had to happen, meaning there was a lesson to be learned, something that needed to be experienced. Oh, I'm seeing the binding again. Like it's what I'm seeing right now. Okay. So in this picture, what it's depicting is like, okay, as you can see the sky, right? The sky parted, but it's being repaired, right? But what I'm seeing is an energy. I'm not seeing the inside or outside, what's outside of this picture, okay? I'm literally seeing a dark energy being bound, tied up. Wow, I wish I had a movie or something to connect that with, but it's just bringing me right back to what I said about the spirit of love, that frequency, the frequency of love. How it is binding anything that is not in alignment with it, or anything that goes against it. This dark energy here doesn't want to see the divine ones unite, doesn't want to see the activation of that love frequency, doesn't want to see there be understanding, understanding, overstanding, doesn't want the divine ones to have clarity, doesn't want this push, but it's inevitable. With the divine forces uniting, the binding is inevitable. And I gotta keep it real with y'all. I'm not seeing the extermination of this dark energy. Like, it will still exist, but it will have no power. So it's up to us. I don't know why I'm hearing it, because that's not what I want to say, but I'm hearing it. Keep hope alive. I don't want to say keep hope alive. I wanted to say keep that love alive, but I'm sorry, y'all. But that's the way I was hearing it. Keep love alive. Keep love alive. Now that's interesting that I'm hearing that, or that I heard it that way, because that's Jesse Jackson. And he just passed away. I don't know how long it's been, y'all. A month now? A month or two? But yeah. It's up to us to continue to understand one another, to continue to forgive our loved ones. It's a process. That's what's going to keep that darkness out of the mix and powerless. Okay? So again, more of a focus on unity. And I feel like if there's been any differences, if I haven't said this already, If there's been any differences amongst, I don't really like saying the spiritual community, but I'll just say that for lack of better words. But if there's been any differences amongst the spiritual community, okay, different groups and followers and all of that, I feel like there's opportunity for unity there, for healing there. It says, between us all is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and the spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time do to ourselves. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate another, misuse our power, or allow someone's actions to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller direct relationship. Now is the time to examine where your actions have caused difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you have been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you are on, it's important to take responsibility for healing this rift by bringing love, compassion, deep listening, and presence to whatever is not in harmony. Do this for you and for your own liberty. I also want to say, like, do this for your bloodline, okay? Let go of all your resentments, know your part in the dynamic, and make the appropriate amends with that newfound wisdom and understanding. Healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is a sweet, much-needed declaration of freedom. Look at this. After cutting the deck is the empty chair. Someone is leaving your life. Now, this is a whole throne here, okay? Someone who doesn't belong is being booted. They're getting the boot. That energy is getting the boot. And right after that is love. The box, you will receive a gift. The desk is there too. I'm going to speak on this also, the haystack karma. This desk is speaking to what I said about order, organization, okay? It's saying pay attention to your work. Focus on the process of preparation, okay? And the haystack is saying, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Marriage, union. I ask Spirit what's to come from this event, and this is what's coming out, marriage. Keep your head on a swivel. I feel like someone here is like trying to plant a seed of like distract in some way. Plant a seed of, what is that? Negativity. This is feeling like an outsider or someone who pretends to be a part of the program. You know what I mean? Because the Five of Cups is here reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. So this comes off as someone who has taken a major loss, okay? And emotionally, psychologically, they can't handle it. High Priestess reversed. Ace of Wands, okay. A spark of insight. So what I'm seeing is, I'm getting something about a plan, plans, ideas, thoughts. It's like that needs to go out the door, go out the window, so that one can go inside, go within. It's like a vision. There's a vision here, whereas there's been ideas, plans, motives, again, thoughts. It doesn't matter. Something totally different is coming through here. It is coming through as a vision, and that vision is going to help something to come full circle. But again, on the other hand, what I was saying in the beginning about this Seven of Swords is like a distraction. Someone here trying to distract, having a plan of distracting, but doing it in a way where you're not noticed. Like it's sneaky. Seven of Swords here can come off sneaky. Behind this High Priestess back, and she needs to be still and listen to that inner voice, her intuition, to keep her focused, or to become aware of what Spirit wants her to focus on, act on. Tower. So yeah, this is speaking on something that doesn't belong, something that is useless. There's divine intervention here. Upheaval. Or what the High Priestess doesn't belong in. Or if there's a priestess who doesn't belong, right? Because there's a man here and there's a woman here. Both are getting blown out of this foundation, or pushed out of this foundation, and the foundation is crumbling. Okay? A purge. The Tower is purge. Whatever trickery is going on here is getting blown out. Cleared out. Well, that just flipped right on out. I'm not keeping all of these, but the pig is here and it says beware of greed. Okay, I'll go ahead and read them. But the pig is here again. Beware of greed. The barking dog. Advice from a friend. The barking dog is always like an alert. Okay? Broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted. The barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life. Perhaps love, money, or goals. And then the club is here. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. Keep your life in balance. So the ant is coming out. It says work, achievement, success, and then the scales. Keep your life in balance. So yeah, again, I'm feeling like this is about Spirit having our focus on something, not being distracted, not being deceived. And this person here, if they don't belong, they're getting blown out. Like, this very much so feels like a warning. Because again, it's just giving the energy of someone trying to get away with something. All right, y'all, I want to wrap this up with guidance. Let's close with guidance. All right. Tap into primal power. Ain't this card fire? Fire. It says, it appears that your life or some area of your life has become stagnant, stuck, or overly predictable. To get things moving, you must let go of the need to control. Tap into your fiery passion and enjoy the liberation that comes from expressing your wild and untamed nature. In this way, you will reconnect with your primal power, which is a source of unlimited creativity and fulfillment. Whether you can feel it or not, there is a burning need within you to bring forth something specific. And that's where I'm getting like the focus that's needed, right? Spirit getting our attention or someone's attention. Perhaps it's a career, a business, a creative endeavor, a conscious upgrade in any life area, or another bold and positive new step. You will discover what this is or gain clarity on how to move forward when you reconnect with the raw force of your inner fire. It is no longer sustainable to tiptoe, play nice, or give away your power in any way. Own who you are. Stop apologizing for what you want and allow your words and deeds to flow from your deepest and most primal self. Right this very minute. Right this very minute. You are an earthly manifestation of Shakti, the alive and dynamic force of creation. Invoke this force now. Let it guide you in taking risks, blazing through boundaries, and transcending everything that formerly seemed to hold you back. You will further benefit from honoring the force of physical desire in your body and heart. Desire is the holy and divine energy that creates worlds, magnetizes and catalyzes relationships, and allows you to birth beautiful new conditions into form. Release any shame and guilt around desire, and remember that physical pleasure is a sacred gift of the goddess to all her earthly children. Rekindle your untamed awareness of your physicality. Celebrate the pulse of nature as it courses through your veins. Feel Mother Earth's heartbeat as your very own. I don't know why I said as your very own. Feel Mother Earth's heartbeat as your own. Howl at the moon, dance naked in the wind, and move your body for the sake of how good it feels. Feel your unity with the rhythms and cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Stir the cauldron within you. Come into glorious communion with your instinctual self and rise into authentic action. Reunite with the primal power that is your birthright. Channel that power toward living the life you want, manifesting all the desires of your heart while enjoying complete freedom of personal and creative expression. Raise the frequency and really let that power overflow. Let it overflow and touch every space you enter. Okay? That's what it is, loves. I hope this reading blesses you. I hope you gained something positive from it. Gratitude for the donation. I love y'all to life. I'm sending you encouragement and empowerment. And until we meet again, peace.